Hey guys, want to go see what a ton of feed looks like? Come on, I'll show you. Patriot wants in. Well, this is what a half a ton of feed looks like. It's corn, cracked corn, oats, and some other stuff. It's 16.5% protein, and we get it at the local co-op. We started buying it this way, as I said in earlier videos, because we were paying almost $600 for 40-pound bags of Orscheln's feed for a half a ton. This costs us about $210, if I remember correctly. It comes in bulk, so there's a little bit more work involved in it. All we did, we went to Lowe's or Home Depot, I don't remember which one, but Angela got one of these contractor bags that you use to haul junk off in, and we just put it in the bed of the truck and have them fill it up. Now, if we had a grain silo, they would actually deliver it for us and put it in the silo. And if we had a small one, we could get anywhere from 6 to 8 tons in there, which would last us, oh my gosh, almost a year. As it is now, this feed here is lasting us between 6 to 8 weeks with the flocks, and we're using it for the goats and the sheep, and we're supplementing the chickens with it. Normally the chickens are off foraging for themselves, but we put a couple of scoops in a bowl, and then I take and scatter a scoop down on the ground for them so they can peck and scratch. They really enjoy that. Well, like I said, there's a little bit more work involved. What we do with it is we've got these 55-gallon drums with the screw tops that we fill up. Takes 2.5 of those barrels to cover a ton of feed. If you're using galvanized metal cans, my estimate is it'd take 5 of those, roughly, maybe a little bit less. But these are really good because they're watertight. Once the lid's on, the moisture doesn't get in them that well. They're rodent-proof, and the galvanized cans are rodent-proof too. You end up with a little bit of condensation on the inside, though, with the metal. And I had problems, well, not problems, but I had cans that I used for a couple of years that they started rusting on the inside. But that's how simple it is. And let me fill these barrels up. All I do is I crawl up in the bed of the truck with this transfer shovel, and I just shovel it into the barrels. But once I get in the barrels, I'll show you how we move it over there. Tarp down on the ground to catch all that stuff that's falling down. I suspect that pretty soon there'll be a feeding frenzy from the chickens once they figure out it's over here. But the tarp catches it, and I can sweep it up and put it in the barrels. Well, that's the first barrel fold. Let me do these other two, and we'll be right back, and we'll take them over to the feed shed. see, I got all three of them filled up. They each weigh about 330 some pounds. I got it evenly spread between them this time. And as you can see behind me, there's very minimal spillage. Using the tarp, I was able to sweep everything up. And I throw more down on the ground to them in the morning than what's left out here right now. And they're munching on it. And, you know, these things are heavy. You could go get a barrel dolly and wheel them around like that. Barrel dollies make it very easy. You know, somebody of much smaller stature than I am can move a heavy barrel like this with one. But I've got something even better that I like to use. Hang on. That's right, the skid loader. I'll manhandle these barrels onto it, and I'll wheel them over there and get them into the feed shed. Well, there you go. The barrels are in the feed shed now. Now, I realize when I get older, I'm not going to be able to muscle 335-pound barrels around. Just not going to be happening. Truth is, when I get that old, I'll trim down the flock. We won't be feeding them as much. I won't need as much fodder and feed in the wintertime. So, you know, probably be buying it 200-300 pounds at a time in bags. Be more expensive, but you know, you got to do what you got to do when the time comes, right? You know, as I was out here working, I was looking around. I think Kylo's gone. I think the rooster he's either MIA or he's holed up someplace with some hens. I really don't know. They're scattered all over the place. If he is gone, you know, it sucks losing a chicken like that, but to be honest with you, he wasn't a very good rooster. He did not do a good job taking care of the flock. And I've got three Wyandotte roosters that are vying for primacy between the three of them. There were two of them out here fighting just a little while ago, and the third one, they're not big enough to take him on yet. But so I got three roosters waiting in the wings if Kylo's gone. You know, it's going to be terrible losing him like that, but it's part of living out in the country. I don't know if he got attacked by a predator. I looked around, I didn't see any feathers or anything. Roger's coming over, of course. But so there it is. That's the way we do our feed. You know, we've got 18 animals right now, plus all the chickens that we do, and we're going to be getting rid of about 5 of those lambs here come this fall. They're going to go to the butcher, and we're going to pick up 2 or 3 milking does. And hopefully, by the time the next batch of lambs come around, we'll have some buyers for them, and we won't be sitting on this many animals like we are now. Well, till next time, you guys go. Tell them, Roger. Till next time, you guys go live a life done free, okay? Take care.
Thanks, Milo.